Zion Avery lines that one out in the deep right center field, and it will hit off the top of the wall and go over. Zion Avery unloads one to right center field.
Zion Avery deep out into left center field. Back at the wall. You forget that. That is way out of here.
Breaking ball lined out into left field for a base hit. Being sent is Ben Rushing. He's coming in to score. The throw will be cut off by the third baseman. And it's back-to-back RBI singles for the Copperheads.
Lines this one deep out into the outfield. Back at the wall. It is out of here. Grand slam, Sebastian Fabic.
Copperheads Baseball is presented by Ohio Health and by Ambassador Laundry, Athens Chambers of Commerce, Athens County Convention and Visitors Bureau, The Cat's Eye, Classic Brands, Donato's Pizza, Dan Inman Electric, Echoing Hills, Edward Jones, Fall Green Moretime, Holiday Inn Express, Jackie O's, Kona Ice, Rocky Brands, Stephanie Wood and Ohio Realty, Shauna Stump, Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh, Union Street Diner, Ohio University Credit Union, and Wendy's.
Live from Grady's Field in Xenia, Ohio, it's Game 3 of this 3-game series between the Southern Ohio Copperheads and the Xenia Scouts, as the Copperheads have taken the first 2 ball games, as they won the first game 8-5 back on Tuesday, and then a complete game shutout performance from Jackson Mandela last night in a 7-0 Copperheads victory as they look to sweep the Scouts with a victory here on the 4th of July. For this afternoon start, welcome into the broadcast. Joey Madorn alongside Connor Mills. And Connor, Copperheads now find themselves just a game and a half back of first place, as they now, if the playoffs were today, they'd be in, as they currently sit at third in the South Division standings of the GLSCL.
Yeah, Copperheads at third, 14-11 on the year, and a chance to make up a lot of room. Cincinnati Steam coming up next right after the Xenia Scouts. So it's going to be an interesting stretch towards the end of the season, as Copperheads right on the cusp. Right now they're in, but who knows what's going to go and be forward. You know, what's going to happen next. So it's big series against the Cincinnati Steam next, and then moving forward, we'll find out.
It'll be Jake Hansen taking the ball for the Copperheads in this third game as he comes in with a 1-1 record with a 4.43 ERA and 5 starts on the season, as he will oppose Andy Hammond at a Birmingham Southern College for the Scouts, as he holds a 1-2 record of 5.66 ERA and 4 starts and 21 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, 26 hits given up. But happy 4th of July to everybody tuning into the broadcast, as we still have baseball here to play. It's a little bit earlier start than we're used to, only the third afternoon game the Copperheads have played this season. And it's been a while since the last one. The first one came on opening day all the way back on June 4th. It was a 2:05 start. Then we had one home game at 11 way back at the beginning of the season, but a little different for the Copperheads playing in the afternoon.
Yeah, a little different, but Copperheads, they'll do what they do best. Play some baseball, doesn't matter what time of the day. And especially it's a big baseball day today, Independence Day, 4th of July. You can't have the 4th of July without baseball.
So just moments away from first pitch. When we return, it'll be lineups, and then the first pitch in this Game 3 matchup between the Copperheads and the Scouts. You're listening to Copperheads Baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area Chamber of Commerce logo and be sure to support the businesses that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of Uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic Brands, Budweiser, and Yingling are all proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-529-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home and a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Fall Green Mortine, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.fallgreenmortine.com.
You'll be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with a free complimentary breakfast, high-definition televisions in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi, in addition to being the only non-smoking hotel in Athens. Live the life, Holiday Inn Express.
Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners, 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at JackieO's.com, Instagram, or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's Uptown or the Tap Room on Campbell Street. Just because the game ended doesn't mean your night has to. Jackie O's, the official pregame and postgame sponsor of your Copperheads.
Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side, locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors, and be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brands is so much more than you think. Rocky Brands is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brand designs, develops, and markets hard-working boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit, and fashionable women footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brand story, go to rockybrands.com.
State Farm and agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperhead Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial services needs. She's celebrating 14 years of service in the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Snyder Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Snyder, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.snyderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERFULLERSTROH.com.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's located off Richland Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty with any purchase.
Stephanie Wood with Ohio Realty. She will help you find your next safe home. Stephanie Wood bringing home the results and going the extra distance.
Snyder, Fuller & Stroh has supported the Copperheads since 2002. We're proud of that affiliation and excited to sponsor Fireworks Night again this year on June 29th. As one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region, Snyder, Fuller & Stroh is focused on helping our clients secure their financial future. What's your plan? Give us a call at 594-8385.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area of Commerce logo and be sure to support the business that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of Uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yuengling are proud supporters of Copperheads baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato's your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-592-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
The Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home in a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Ball Green Mortine, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.ballgreenmortine.com.
You will be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with the free complimentary breakfast, high-definition television in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi. In addition to being the only non-smoking hotel in Athens, live the life. Holiday Inn Express.
Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at jackios.com. Instagram or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's Uptown or the tap room in Campbell Street. Just because the game ended doesn't mean your night has to. Jackie O's, the official pregame and postgame sponsor of your Copperheads.
Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side. Locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors. And be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brands is much more than you think. Rocky Brands is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brands designs, develops, and markets hardworking boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit and fashionable women.
My name is Jake Hansen. I'm from Olney Central College. Go Knights, and this is your Copperheads Media Network.
Moments away from first pitch here at Grady's Field. But first, Connor Mills runs us through the starting lineups for both sides.
Going through the Southern Ohio Copperheads first, leading off Zach Iverson at second base, then followed by Sebastian Fabic, the designated hitter for today's game. Reese Trahey batting third for the first time this season. Zion Avery, cleanup batter at first. Phil Glasser making a start at short today. Carter Cross in center field. Second straight start in center for Carter Cross. Tanner Johnson behind the plate. Jared Hurd in left. Daniel Cruz making the start over at third. Jake Hansen on the mound for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. And moving on to the Xenia Scouts, Brett Williams, the shortstop. He leads things off. Logan Matson at second base. Hunter Delanoy in right field. Steven Saunders at first. Cody Kanklertz, the designated hitter. Ben Clausen, the catcher for the Xenia Scouts. Brett Carson out in left field. Jackson Henderson in center. Brandon Wilson at third. And on the mound for the Xenia Scouts, Andy Hammond.
Well, Andy Hammond, 1-2 on the year with a 5.66 ERA in 4 starts, pitched 21 innings, 19 strikeouts, giving up 26 hits. As we're ready for the first pitch here on this 4th of July, the pitch is swung on and lined out into center field by Zach Iverson. It'll be hauled in by the left fielder. 1 pitch, 1 away, as Brett Carson gets some action on the first pitch, and Zach Iverson quickly retired. to open up the ball game. But Andy Hammond in his last start got the loss, pitching 5 innings, giving up 6 runs, all of them earned, 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks. Facing 24 batters as now Sebastian Fabic steps up to the plate. As first pitch into Fabic, breaking ball, flied out into deep center field. Going back to center fielder, it keeps carrying, and it's off the wall, and Fabic pulls into second base with a double. As that ball looked like a routine fly ball off the bat, but it just kept going. Jackson Henderson was chased all the way back, and it falls. Fabic has the double with 1 out in the top of the first.
No, not surprising. Sebastian Fabic on the base paths yet again this season. He just continues to hit. Went 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. Leads off today with that double.
As looked like that ball might have gotten over for a second, but lands just in front of the track and bounces off the wall. First pitch now into Reese Trahey is taken low and away for a ball, 1-0. As Trahey back in the outfield after starting the last 3 games at second base, playing right field in today's game, as the 1-0 pitch misses high and outside. 2-0 now to Trahey. As Reese Trahey on the series is 0 for 6 with a couple RBIs, had 3 walks in the ball game yesterday, looking to pick up his first hit in the series against the Scouts. 2-0 pitch taken low and inside for a ball, and Trahey way ahead now, 3-0. As on the season, 14 for 58, good for a 241 average. 2 doubles, a triple, 7 RBIs. As the 3-0 pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Trahey taking all the way, pushes the count to 3-1. As Fabic standing off second base. Not a big lead, held on by the shortstop. 3-1 pitch, the breaking ball stays outside. Reese Trahey will have his 4th walk now in the past 2 games. And at the very least, that sets up the double play for the Scouts. Runner on first and second, 1 away. Zion Avery gets his first at-bat.
Well, Trahey just continues to find a way on the base paths, like you said. In yesterday's game, had 3 walks. Picks up his first walk here today.
So Zion Avery, the Ohio Bobcat, has an RBI opportunity here in the top of the first inning. With 1 away, first pitch into Avery. Will catch the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. As coming set as Hammond checks the runner at second. Now comes home with it. The 0-1 will hit the same spot as last pitch on the inside corner. Avery quickly down in the count now, 0-2. As for Avery on the season, 15 for 59 with 3 doubles, 2 homers, 9 RBIs, scoring 9 runs, struck out 17 times. As the 0-2 pitch swung on a line out into right field, and that ball will fall for a base hit. Being held up at third base is Sebastian Fabic, pulling into second as Reese Trahey. Now the throw gets over the catcher's head, as now Fabic will come in to score. Both runners move up to second and third, as Fabic was held up at third base on the base hit from Avery, but an overthrow from the right fielder Delanoy on the throw back in. It's an error, and the Copperheads have their first run of the ball game.
Put the ball in play, have good things, make them happen. Zion Avery with the single, and then was able to get the bat from Delanoy to bring the run home.
As Coach Dunphy did not send Fabic at first, as it was a single, but he was stopped at third base, but the throw in way over the catcher's head, and now Phil Glasser gets an at-bat. Breaking ball catches the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Glasser. But Avery now has base hits in back-to-back games with that one. It's a 1-0 Copperheads lead as the 0-1 to Glasser catches the outside corner. He's quickly down in the count, 0-2. As Glasser getting his first AB in a while for the club, as he had a foot injury that kept him out for a few ball games, as the 0-2 pitch into him swung on a foul back into the screen. Count remains 0-2 as Glasser's last game he got in that back in was back on June 29th against the Lima Locos, where he went 0 for 2. Before that game, he held a 4-game hit streak, as the 0-2 pitch swung on a foul down the third base line, out of play. But Glasser came in yesterday as a defensive replacement, never got an at-bat. But now back in the starting lineup in this one. Has a chance to add a couple RBIs. The 0-2 pitch swung on and lined out into right field. Will fall for a base hit. Coming in is one-run Zion Avery is being sent in to score. The throw home will not be in time. Avery slides in safely. 2 RBI single for Phil Glasser. RBIs 9 and 10 on the season for him. 3-0 Copperheads. They jump out early in the top of the first inning.
Phil Glasser getting his first hit since recovering from his foot bruise, whatever kept him out for a couple days. On foot appears to be doing all right now. Gets 2 RBIs.
So first pitch now into Carter Cross. He takes a big hack and comes up empty 0-1. The Copperheads jumping out to an early 3-0 lead here on the 4th of July. Still only 1 out in the inning. Phil Glasser leads off first. As here comes a pitch, runs high and inside into Carter Cross, 1-1. For Glasser, that was his first RBI picked up since June 29th as well, as now a pickoff attempt at first. Throw, close play, but Glasser's back in safely. As Andy Hammond will look to settle down and get out of this first inning without giving up any more runs. The 0-1 pitch, runner goes, throw down to second's a good one, but the tag is not in time. Second baseman dropped the ball while trying to make a tag, so Glasser will have the stolen base, and he'll be in scoring position now with 1 away.
Good throw from Clausen behind the plate, just not being able to handle it by the second baseman, Matson.
Pitch was a ball to Carter Cross. He's up in the count now, 2-1. As Hammond comes set. Here comes a pitch into Cross. He swings and fouls it over the first base dugout, even up the count at 2. As Carter Cross now in his second straight start at center field after playing mostly left field for the Copperheads this season in all the games he's played. But showed enough yesterday to get the nod to play center field again. As he went 0 for 4 in the game yesterday, swings at the 2-2 pitch, fouls it away, stays alive in the at-bat. Cross is 8 for 39 on the season, 7 runs scored. A double, couple triples, 4 RBIs, has a 205 average. Here comes a 2-2 pitch into him, swing and flies it out into left center field, ranging over the center fielder Henderson. He will make the play on the run, bangs into the wall. As tagging up now is Phil Glasser. Throw will not come to third. It'll be cut off by the shortstop. So a nice play in the gap by Jackson Henderson to run that ball down. Phil Glasser moves up to third, 2 outs now in the inning.
I thought that ball had double written all over it from Carter Cross, but Henderson showing some nice range out in center field, covering into left center to make the catch.
So now Glasser just 90 feet away from scoring for Tanner Johnson, the catcher. First pitch into from Hammond, breaking ball, catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. Tanner Johnson now getting his 4th start with the team after joining this past weekend. As he swings and lines that one just foul down the left field line, tried to sneak it over top the third base bag. But it goes foul by a couple feet, be an 0-2 count now to Tanner Johnson. But Johnson has been brought in to be a part of the fold of catchers for the Copperheads, platooning with Scott Combs. As the 0-2 pitch is swung on and chopped foul towards Austin Dunphy in the third base coaching box. He fields it cleanly, throws it into the Scouts dugout. 0-2 count still to Tanner Johnson. Johnson in his limited action, 3 for 10 with a couple of runs scored. As well as an RBI. As he can't check his swing on that one, he goes around on the 0-2 fastball inside, and he will strike out. But the Copperheads come out strong here on the 4th of July to open up the top of the first, scored 3 runs on 3 base hits. And they head into the bottom of the first inning. Jake Hansen on the mound, trying to protect a 3-0 lead. You're listening to Copperheads Baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area Chamber of Commerce logo and be sure to support the businesses that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of Uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yingling are all proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-529-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
I'm Sebastian Fabic from Cincinnati, Ohio, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Bottom of the first, as Jake Hansen getting the start for the Copperheads. This will be his sixth start on the season as he holds a 1-1 record with a 4.43 ERA. In 23 2/3 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, 17 walks. As he'll look to keep the walks down in this game, as he's had as many as 5 in multiple starts this year. In his last start, it was the only one he hasn't walked a batter in. He only went 4 1/3 in a no decision, giving up 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 5 hits and a couple of strikeouts. But pitching with a lead as the Copperheads jump out for 3 runs in the top of the first. Some early fireworks here on the 4th of July, shown by the Copperheads offense. As a throw down from Tanner Johnson to second base, Zach Iverson. Just a little bit to the right of the bag. It'll be Brett Williams to lead it off for the Scouts, followed by Logan Matson and Hunter Delanoy.
Number 12, shortstop.
As Brett Williams on the year, second on the team in batting average with .306, has a couple of doubles, 8 RBIs, 17 walks, 15 strikeouts, 8 stolen bases. Has only played in game 1 of the series where he went 2 for 5 with a couple of singles and scored a run. But very fast out of the left-hander batter's box. The first pitch in, squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes the pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 to Brett Williams, getting the start at shortstop in this afternoon's game. As 1-0 pitch from Jake Hansen catches the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. As Hansen, first couple starts, very effective for the Copperheads, been touched up a little bit over his last 3 outings, as hasn't given up any less than 4 runs in any of his last 3 outings, as the 1-1 pitch is fouled away over the third base dugout, 1-2. So Hansen up in the count on Brett Williams. From the windup, here comes the 1-2 pitch to the Scouts' leadoff man. Pitch is a breaking ball, doesn't break, stays outside for a ball, 2-2. Of course, Hansen likes to throw his breaking ball. He'll throw it in any count for a strike. Sometimes it's his most effective pitch, even more so than his fastball. The 2-2 pitch is a fastball lined out into right field for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Brett Williams to open up things in the bottom half of the first. And now Jake Hansen wants to deal with a base runner, and Logan Matson will dig in.
Jake Hansen just battling in the at-bat. Wound up giving up the base hit to Brett Williams.
And now it's Logan Matson, the third baseman. As Hansen takes a look at the runner at first, now comes set. First pitch into Matson, misses inside for a ball, 1-0. As Logan Matson has played in all 3 games this series for the Scouts. Scout looking to avoid getting swept by the Copperheads. Copperheads took the first 2 games of the series. Runner goes. Pitch misses inside. Throw down for Tanner Johnson. Not in time. It was a good pitch to go on the breaking ball from Hansen. So now a runner in scoring position with nobody down.
Just a nice jump from Brett Williams, raiding the pitcher Hansen and taking the bag.
That's now his 9th stolen base on the year, as he's been caught stealing 4 times. So here comes the 1-1 pitch from Hansen, lined out into shallow center field. It looks like he's going to fall for a base hit. Heading to third is Brett Williams. He'll be held up now. The runner, Matson, pulls into second on the heads-up play as he saw the throw coming into Zion Avery. So now 2 runners in scoring position with nobody down. Scouts threatening here in the bottom of the first.
Well, Copperheads just have to get the ball back in sooner. Matson smartly running the bases and taking second base. So 2 runners in scoring position.
So now it'll be Hunter Delanoy digging into the plate, as he played back in the game on Tuesday, not yesterday, as Delanoy on the season. 256, 22 hits and 86 at-bats, 5 doubles, 3 triples, a homer, 16 ribbies, as that pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. But the Scouts trying to match what the Copperheads did in the top of the first, plating 3 runs, already 2 in scoring position with nobody out. The 0-1 pitch from Hansen misses just outside for a ball, evens up the count at 1. As Hansen pitching out of the stretch, 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, catches the outside part of the zone for a strike, up in the count now 1-2 on Delanoy. As Delanoy, third on the team in RBIs, coming into this one with 16, only trailing Steve Saunders and Cody Canklers. The 1-2 pitch swung on and grounded out towards short. A run will score. Phil Glasser fielded up the middle, throw on to first in time to record the out. Brett Williams comes in to score. Logan Matson moves up to third base. 1 away, 3-1 score now.
Well, with that 3-run lead, Copperheads will gladly trade it out for a run. Just have to find 2 more and get out of this inning.
To the plate for the Scouts, first baseman number 22.
Now it'll be Steven Saunders with 1 away and a runner on third base. As Saunders hit the ball hard a lot this series, batting at .245 on the year. 24 hits, 11 doubles, couple of long balls, 19 RBIs. As trying to add to that total here, as he's currently second on the team, only 1 behind the leader, Cody Canklers. First pitch into Saunders, swung on and chopped foul behind home plate, 0-1. As Saunders looking to drive in another run, lift one deep enough into the outfield to score Logan Matson, who stands on third. As the 0-1 in from Jake Hansen is a fastball that rides really high. Jumping up is Tanner Johnson to keep it from going behind him. He'll even up the count at 1.
Well, just a tremendous catch by Johnson. That ball gets behind him, a run scores.
As he had to come all the way up out of his crouch and leap up to make that play. Very impressive by Johnson, as the 1-1 pitch now chopped foul behind home plate. And Saunders down in the count now 1-2 is on the series. Saunders is 2 for 7 with a couple of doubles, a couple of RBIs. Also drew 2 walks yesterday. As he hails from Sierra Vista, Arizona, goes to Cochise College. One of the more dangerous hitters in this Scouts lineup, despite the average being so low. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, lined out towards third. Will get into left field for a base hit as Daniel Cruz playing off the line. Coming in to score is the runner Matson from third. Stopping at first base is Steven Saunders. RBI single, his 20th RBI on the year. 3-2 now in the bottom of the first.
Good piece of hitting from Saunders, realizing that Cruz is far off the line at third. Just poked it right in between the third base line and the third baseman. Good for a base hit and an RBI.
Saunders is staying on that breaking ball on the outside, takes it the other way, gets just enough on it to find outfield grass as now the DH Cody Canklers digs in. First pitch into him, grounded out towards second, could be two. Zach Iverson flips the glass for one, on to first in time for the double play. So despite giving up a couple runs, Jake Hansen able to roll a double play. And the Copperheads still holding on to a 3-2 lead as we head into the top of the second. A lot of runs being scored so far. It's Copperheads 3, Scouts 2. You're listening to Copperheads Baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home and a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Fall Green Mortine, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.fallgreenmortine.com.
You'll be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with a free complimentary breakfast, high-definition televisions in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi, in addition to being the only non-smoking hotel in Athens. Live the life, Holiday Inn Express.
Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers.
My name is Jake Hansen. I'm from Olney Central College. Go Knights, and this is your Copperheads Media Network.
A lot of action in that first inning. 5 runs scored between the two teams. Copperheads 3, Scouts 2. As we're now in the top of the second inning here at Grady's Field. Jared Hurd, Daniel Cruz, and Zach Iverson all due up for the Copperheads this inning as Andy Hammond stays on the mound trying to have a better inning than his first one. First pitch to the breaking ball into Jared Hurd, taken on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. As the 0-1 into Hurd catches the outside corner for a strike, quickly down in the count 0-2. As a couple nights ago on Tuesday's game, Jared Hurd received Player of the Game honors, Stan Inman, Electric Player of the Game. As the 0-2 pitch misses just inside, Hammond thought he had the strikeout. But Hurd will see another pitch in the AB, 1-2 now. As in that game, Hurd went 2 for 4 with a triple and a couple of RBIs. As 1-2 pitch, breaking ball takes it low in the dirt to even up the count at 2. As the bat has come along for Jared Hurd throughout the season, as the average was as low as 87 for him, now up to 233, hitting 10 for 43 as he swings and grounds that ball foul. See another pitch in the at-bat. As coming into the game, Hurd has a 4-game hit streak going ever since June 20th. As a 2-2 pitch in from Andy Hammond is swung and driven out into deep right field. Going back to right fielder, he has it lined up a couple steps in front of the warning track, and he will make the catch. So loud contact there from Hurd, but got just under it, and he'll be retired to lead off the top of the second.
Yeah, just a bit of an uppercut from Jared Hurd. It had the distance, just, again, too far under it. Couldn't get it out.
So now the 9-hitter Daniel Cruz steps in for his first at-bat of the ballgame, playing at third base in the game this afternoon. First pitch into him, breaking ball. He gets him out in front of it, 0-1. As Daniel Cruz out of Marshall University. So far, 2 for 8 in the series. As that pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-2 now to Cruz. As Cruz had an RBI double in the ball game yesterday in the Copperheads 7-0 victory, where Jackson Mandela pitched a complete game, 3-hit shutout as the 0-2 pitch to Cruz misses outside for a ball, 1-2. But Cruz on the year now batting at .277 with 5 doubles, a homer, 16 RBIs, good for second on the team. As 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, dips outside and low to Daniel Cruz, will even up the count at 2.
That breaking ball has a lot of life from Hammond. Nice job for Daniel Cruz to leave off of it.
The 2-2 swung on a pop foul down the first baseline, heading over Steve Saunders, trying to find it in the sun, but it will get out of play. Count will remain at 2-2 to Cruz.
Well, in yesterday's game, robbing Zion Avery was Saunders. Went all the way down to the fence and caught it right on the fence. Kind of went half over. Didn't fall all the way over. But Saunders can play a good defensive first base.
2-2 into Cruz. Runs in and hits him on the top of the helmet. As he appears to be okay. Shakes off a bit, tosses his elbow guard, and bat over. But Daniel Cruz is hit with one away in the top of the second inning. So he'll be on first as the lineup turns over back to Zach Iverson.
For Cruz so far this season, his third hit by pitch. And again, like you said in yesterday's game, seems like every single day, at least one Copperhead is getting hit by a pitch this season.
I'd be very shocked if we haven't had a game yet where someone's been hit by a pitch.
We have to go through our analytics and find that.
As now Zach Iverson, runner goes on the first pitch. Pitch misses low for a ball throw. Away from the bag, Cruz steals it fairly easily. And he'll be in scoring position now. With one out, Copperhead's been very aggressive on the base paths in the series. 5 stolen bases in the game yesterday, already 2 here today. As now Iverson up in the count, 1-0. He flew out to lead off the ball game to left field in his first at-bat. As the 1-0 into him, swung on and fouled back. Hits off the roof here and comes back onto the field. It'll be a 1-1 count to Zach Iverson. As Iverson in this series, hitting 3 for 7 with a double. 3 runs scored. As 1-1 pitch, the breaking ball in the outside corner gets him out in front of it. And now Hammond up in the count 1-2. But Iverson batting at .386 on the year. 22 hits, 4 doubles, a homer, 9 RBIs, 10 walks drawn, 12 strikeouts. As 1-2 pitch swung on and grounded softly towards the second baseman. He picks it up clean. He throws it on to first in time for the second out of the inning. Moving up to third from second is Daniel Cruz. So he's just 90 feet away from scoring, but now 2 outs. Going to take a base hit to score the runner from third.
And that just shows how important stealing the base was for Daniel Cruz. Ground ball moves him over. Steal a base, move over on the ground out. Now a big situation here for Sebastian Fabik.
Well, arguably the right man for the job. Team leader in RBIs with 25 on the year. Roped the double to deep center field his last time up as it hit off the wall. Thought it might have gone over for a second. But the ballpark just holds. He takes a big cut at the first pitch from Hammond. Comes up empty, 0-1. Fabik eventually came in to score the game's first run. As coming into today, .396 average. That was his 13th double his last time up as the 0-1 pitch catches at the knees of Fabik for a strike, now 0-2. As Fabik before his first at-bat was 4 for 9 coming into the series with a couple doubles, 4 RBIs. Now down in the count 0-2. Here comes a pitch. Takes it outside for a ball. Just off the black. 1-2 count to Fabik. As Daniel Cruz just 90 feet away from scoring at third base. Here comes a 1-2 pitch into Fabik. Roped out into center field, and it will fall in front of the center fielder for a base hit. Sebastian Fabik 2 for 2 on the day. Coming in to score is Daniel Cruz. It's a 4-2 score now. Fabik's 26th RBI on the year, still leading the team. And the Copperheads get one of the 2 they gave up back in the bottom of the first. Now 4-2 in the top of the second.
Just unbelievable tear for Sebastian Fabik all season long. 2 for 2 today, batting over 400, over 80 at-bats on the season. He just can't make this stuff up.
As runner goes on the first pitch, throw down to second is in time to catch Sebastian Fabik stealing. So Reese Trey was at the plate. He'll have to lead off the top of the third inning as Fabik gets caught stealing, but not before he drives in Daniel Cruz on an RBI single. Copperheads 4, Scouts 2. To listen to Copperheads Baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners, 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at JackieO's.com, Instagram, or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's uptown or the tap room on Campbell Street. Just because the game ended doesn't mean your night has to. Jackie O's, the official pregame and postgame sponsor of your Copperheads.
Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side, locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors, and be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brand is so much more than you think. Rocky Brand is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brand designs, develops, and markets hard-working boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit, and fashionable women footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brand story, go to rockybrands.com.
I'm Sebastian Fabic from Cincinnati, Ohio, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Fabic's already halfway through the cycle here through the first two innings. Had a double in the first inning, came around to score, then an RBI single in the top of the second to help the Copperheads extend their lead to 4-2 over the Xenia Scouts here in this 4th of July matchup as Copperheads looking for the series sweep of the Xenia Scouts. They can win this afternoon as they took game 1 8-5, then took game 2 7-0 on the back of a complete game. 3-hit shutout from Jackson Mandela in his last start with the team. As now Hansen back on the mound looking to not allow any runs this inning as he allowed 2 in the bottom of the first. First pitch into Ben Clausen leading off this inning. A swung on foul tipped into the mitt, 0-1. As Clausen on the year as the 0-1 pitch to breaking ball misses inside for a ball. 1-1 now on the season, batting at .263 with 15 hits and 57 at-bats, 3 doubles, a homer, 6 RBIs. Went 1 for 4 in last night's game as 1-1 pitch misses high and inside for a ball. 2-1. But getting the start behind the dish in the game today. As 2-1 pitch into him misses low for a ball. In the driver's seat now at 3-1. As Hansen looking to avoid the walk. Winds up, 3-1 pitch into Clausen, misses high and inside, leadoff walk to start out the bottom of the second.
Well, never the way you want to start off an inning, especially after your bats just gave you another run to breathe with, a little room. But Hansen will have to work out of trouble back-to-back innings.
Well, for Hansen, that's walk number 18 on the year, which leads this Copperheads pitching staff. As did not walk anybody in his last start, but in the previous 2, walked 5 in both of them. As now the first pitch bounces into the catcher, Tanner Johnson. He comes out of his crouch and scoops it up to keep that runner at first base. But it's Brett Carson in the box now. As here comes a 1-0 pitch into him, misses low for a ball. 2-0 now to Brett Carson, the lefty, at Muskingum College. Has batting .227 on the year, a double, a triple, 9 RBIs. 2-0 pitch into him, misses outside as Hansen trying to find the zone here. Count now 3-0, risking walking back-to-back batters to lead off the bottom of the second. As the Copperheads lead at 4-2. Hansen looking for the strike zone. 3-0 pitch. Green light swinging was Ben Carson. Comes up empty, 3-1 now. That's perhaps shocking to see a green light there after a walk and a 3-0 count. But the coach gave it to Carson. As now the 3-1 pitch into Hanson, swung on and chopped towards Zach Iverson at second, coming over, makes a play in the hole, throw on the first, pulls Zion Avery off the bag and gets away from him. As it was a slow roller deep in the hole between first and second. Zach Iverson was playing up the middle, trying to draw the double play. Had a long way to go to field it, throw not in time. And now runners on first and second with nobody out, as it looks like an error is going to be charged to Iverson on that play.
It's a tough error to charge for Zach Iverson. Did all he could, covered a lot of ground, and just the throw wasn't there on the run.
So now, just like the first inning, first 2 runners on for the Scouts. As first pitch into Jackson Henderson, swung and lined out into left field. Jared Hurd, ranging to his right, will make the play with a one-handed catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out to retire Jackson Henderson. 1 away now in the bottom of the second. Runners remain at first and second.
Well, exactly what Jake Hansen needed, a fly ball out. Nice and easy. Just got to string a couple more pitches together and try to get out of the second without allowing up any runs.
So now the 9-hitter Brandon Wilson, the third baseman, steps into the batter's box. As the Scouts trying to draw even closer to being even with the Copperheads. First pitch into Wilson, swung on and missed. So it looked like might have caught Tanner Johnson somewhere. Actually, the pitch was fouled back into Tanner Johnson. So it'll be an 0-1 count. Tanner looks like he's going to shake it off. Be fine as home plate umpire walks out to the mound to buy him a couple seconds. As for Brandon Wilson on the year, a 162 average, just 12 for 74, 7 runs scored, 2 homers, 9 RBIs, 5 walks. Has struck out 20 times, which is second most on the team. As the 0-1 into him, breaking ball misses low, 1-1. As Hanson coming set. Checks the runner at second, comes home with the 1-1 pitch, misses low, blocked by Johnson. And up in the count now is Brandon Wilson at 2-1. As it was a leadoff walk to get that runner out at second, and an error charged to Zach Iverson on a tough play to get that runner at first. As a 2-1 pitch swung out and lined towards Zach Iverson at second base. Takes a couple steps back, will make the catch. Just a step into the right center field grass for the second out. So after allowing the first 2 base runners of the inning to get on a couple of flyouts and just 1 out away from getting out of this inning unscathed is Jake Hansen.
Hansen just pitching to contact, getting a couple outs. All he needs to do.
Now lineup turns over to Brett Williams. Williams had a single to lead off the bottom half of the first. His last time up eventually came around to score. As Hansen comes home with the breaking ball, it catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. As Brett Williams came into the ball game for the Scouts, second on the team in batting average, only behind Cody Cankler's at 306. As the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball misses just low. Good take there from Brett Williams, 1-1. Runner still on first and second with 2 away in the inning. Copperheads holding on to a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 pitch into Jake Hansen will miss just a bit outside. 2-1. As Hansen has issued the most walks this year out of the Copperheads pitchers, now 18 on the year. This has been kind of his kryptonite throughout the season. 2-1 pitch misses just low for a ball. He thought he caught the knees with that one, but ruled a ball. 3-1 now to Brett Williams. Looking to avoid his second walk of the inning is Hansen. Here comes the 3-1 pitch into Williams. That pitch will catch on the outside corner for a strike, so that will run the count full. With 2 away in the inning, the runners will be in motion on the pitch. As Hansen looking to shut out the Scouts in this bottom half of the second. Copperheads 4, Scouts 2. Runners take off on the pitch. 3-2, misses up high and outside for a ball. Second walk of the inning issued by Jake Hansen. And now the bases will be loaded with 2 away for the 2-hitter Logan Matson.
Entering a dangerous part of the lineup for the Xenia Scouts, Matson, Illinois, and Saunders. Important to get Matson out here because you don't want to get to Illinois and you don't want to get to Saunders.
Now the sacks are full. Logan Matson had a double his last time up. Eventually came in to score on a base hit from Steven Saunders. First pitch into from Hansen. Breaking ball catches the zone on the inside part of the plate for a strike, 0-1. As Hansen comes set. Here comes the 0-1 pitch into Matson. It will miss outside and low. As the catcher Tanner Johnson had to slide to his right to make sure that ball didn't get past him. 1-1 count. The sacks are full with 2 away in the inning. 4-2 Copperheads lead. Hansen trying to work his way out of this jam. 1-1 pitch will catch the outside corner for a strike. 1-2 now to Logan Matson.
When Johnson caught the ball, it looked like it could have been a little bit outside, but it's where it crosses the plate. Nice breaking ball. Hits the zone and then cuts right out.
So now Hansen up in the count. 1-2 on Matson. Here comes a pitch. Fastball up high. Taken by Matson. Tried to get him to chase. Evens up the count at 2. As Matson coming into the ball game with a .297 average, 27 hits, 4 doubles, a triple, a homer. 12 ribbies on the year. 2-2 pitch in from Jake Hansen. Misses low for a ball. And now run the bases, or run the count full. Runners will be in motion. Nowhere to put them. As not a hit for the Scouts yet this inning. A couple of walks and an error is how they got the 3 base runners. But Hansen going to have to find the zone with this pitch to avoid giving up a run. His time is now called by Logan Matson as he readjusts the batting glove on his top hand. Now gets back into the box. Hansen gets the sign he wants from Tanner Johnson. Here comes a full count pitch. Runners goes. Pitch lined out into left field, and it will fall in front of Jared Hare for a base hit. 1 run is scoring. Coming in as a second run. He will score no problem. Throw back to second as the runner rounded the base, trying to head to third. But a heads-up play there by the third baseman, Daniel Cruz. He throws it to Zach Iverson, covering the bag a second to tag him out. But both runs will count. That will even up the score at 4, heading into the top of the third. As it's a 2 RBI single there for Logan Matson. And the runner at second base is thrown out in between second and third. As we head into the top of the third inning, tie ball game at 4. You're listening to Copperheads Baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Rocky Brands is so much more than you think. Rocky Brands is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brand designs, develops, and markets hard-working boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit and fashionable women footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brand story, go to rockybrands.com.
State Farm and agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperhead Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial services needs. She's celebrating 14 years of service in the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Snyder Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Snyder, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.snyderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERFULLERSTROH.com.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
I'm Zach Iverson. I'm from Michigan State University. You're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Be the heart of the order due up for the Copperheads, 3, 4, and 5, Trahey, Avery, and Glasser. As first pitch in to Reese, Trey takes a big cut. But Andy Hammond threw him a change-up, got him out in front, 0-1. It's the 4-4 score here at Grady's Field. A lot of runs through the first 2 innings. Copperheads scored 3 in the first and 1 in the second. Scouts answered with a deuce in both the first and second inning as the 0-1 pitch misses high and outside to Reese Trahey for a ball, 1-1. As Trahey in his first plate appearance walked and came around to score as he takes a big swing at the 1-1 pitch, but a little bit out in front of it. Now has to shorten up down to the count 1-2. Trahey came into the ball game batting at .241 on the year. As 1-2 pitch into him is swung and lined out into center field. Coming in is Jackson Henderson. Slides and makes the catch on his side. As it looked like that ball might fall in front of him, but he gets a good jump on it. Makes a sliding grab out there in center field for the first out of the inning.
Well, first step was back, had a run all the way in, did everything right, made the sliding catch, made it look impressive.
So now it'll be Zion Avery with 1 away in the top of the third. Avery singled and came around to score in his first at-bat as he takes a big swing at that pitch and might have caught the catcher a little bit on his backswing. But Clausen appears to be okay. It'll be an 0-1 count to Zion Avery. As Avery was trying to untie this ball game with that swing. As the 0-1 pitch now from Andy Hammond misses outside for a ball. 1-1 count to Zion Avery. As Zion singled into right field his first time up. Sebastian Fabic came in to score from second. Now he laces that one out in left field. It will fall in for a base hit. Zion Avery 2 for 2 on the day. And a 1-out base runner for the Copperheads.
Well, the Bobcats on the Copperheads are alive and well here today. Fabic 2 for 2. Zion Avery 2 for 2. We'll see how long they can keep up their hitting streaks.
So now it's Phil Glasser digging in the shortstop as he had a 2 RBI single into right field his last time up in his first AB back since June 28th as he had a foot injury. But now back in the lineup, good to go. His first pitch into him catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. And Glasser pretty much picking up where he left off before he went out with the injury. As he lines that one out towards second, fielded on the hop, throw on the second for 1, back to first in time for the double play. So after the single with 1 away for Zion Avery, Phil Glasser rolls into a 4-6-3 double play, and the side is retired in the top of the third. Score still 4-4 here at Grady's Field in Game 3 between the Copperheads and the Scouts. You're listening to Copperheads Baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's located off Richland Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty with any purchase.
Stephanie Wood with Ohio Realty. She will help you find your next safe home. Stephanie Wood bringing home the results and going the extra distance.
Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh has supported the Copperheads since 2002. We're proud of that affiliation and excited to sponsor Fireworks Night again this year on June 29th. As one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region, Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh is focused on helping our clients secure their financial future. What's your plan? Give us a call at 594-8385.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam.
My name is Jake Hansen. I'm from Olney Central College. Go Knights, and this is your Copperheads Media Network.
Bottom three here on this 4th of July matchup between the Scouts and the Copperheads. 4-4 score. That's only fitting on the 4th of July, a 4-4 score. Through the first 2.5 innings, it's Hunter Delanoy, Steven Saunders, and Cody Kanklers. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Scouts as Jake Hansen still on the mound looking to settle down a little bit. Gave up 2 runs in both the first and second inning. As first pitch into Hunter Delanoy misses outside for a ball, 1-0. As Hansen, couple of walks already through the first 2 innings. The 1-0 pitch swung on and lined out into right field. Coming in as the right fielder, Trahey, but it drops in front of him for a base hit. So 3 straight innings. The leadoff man is on for the Xenia Scouts. As Delanoy's on first for Steve Saunders in the bottom of the 3rd.
Hansen just has to keep on pitching to contact, even though he gave up the base hit there. Just keep on pounding in strikes and try to get the Scouts to ground out or fly out.
So now Steven Saunders, an RBI single in his first at-bat. Digs in, first pitch into him, catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. As with the RBI in his last at-bat, Saunders now has 20 on the season, which ties him for best on the team. As the 0-1 pitch into him misses low for a ball, 1-1. As leading off first is Delanoy. Here comes a pitch, runner goes, pitch misses low for a ball. Tanner Johnson not even going to throw down as Delanoy got a strong jump. Steals second and scores with nobody out for Delanoy on the season. That is stolen base number 8. He is 8 for 8 on the year. But now it's a 2-1 count to Steven Saunders. Second stolen base for the Scouts so far in the ballgame. 2-1 pitch into Saunders, swung on and chopped towards third base, fielded by Zion Avery. He will take it to the bag himself in time. Moving up to third is Hunter Delanoy. But the first out of the inning is recorded. Saunders is set down. One-away runner on third for Cody Kanklers.
Well, it's a good out for Jake Hansen to get. Zion Avery taking it himself, going to first. But now he has to deal with the runner 90 feet away from scoring.
As Kanklers grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in his first at-bat to end the first inning. For the Scouts as pitch into him. It's a breaking ball, catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1, but this is the man you want at the plate. As now tied for first on the Scouts for RBIs on the season. Also came in leading in batting average. As it was just the first double play he grounded into this year back in the first inning as the 0-1 pitch misses high and inside for a ball, 1-1. As Kanklers with a chance to give the Scouts their first lead of the game here in the bottom of the 3rd. That's the 4-4 score with 1 away. Leading off third base is Hunter Delanoy. 1-1 pitch into Kanklers. Breaking ball stays just a little bit too high There'll be a 2-1 count now to Kanklers. Kanklers DHing in this afternoon's game after playing third base in the first 2 games of the series. As a 2-1 pitch into him, runs in and hits his helmet. It actually knocks his helmet off him. He appears to be okay. But now there'll be runners at the corners after the hit by pitch with 1 out. And of course, you never want to hit a batter, but at the very least there for Hansen, it does set up a double play opportunity with runners on the corners now.
No, you never want to hit a batter, and now 1 batter for the Copperheads and 1 batter for the Xenia Scouts have both been hit up in the head area. Daniel Cruz for the Copperheads and Cody Kanklers now for the Scouts.
So just the second batter, or excuse me, the 6th batter that Hansen has hit on the season.
Now man 3 for the Scouts.
But with 1 away, runners on the corners, Ben Clausen digs in. He walked and came around to score in his first plate appearance in this one. As the middle infielders playing at double play depth. Pickoff attempt 2 first for Kanklers. Not a tag applied by Avery. He dives back in fairly easily, trying to hold him at first base. As Kanklers does have 7 stolen bases on the year, which is tied for second best on the team. First pitch into a misses low below the knees for a ball. 1-0 now to Clausen. Has a lot of traffic on the base paths for Jake Hansen so far in this game, as he gave up 3 hits in the first inning. As 1-0 pitch swung on him, popped up in the infield, backing up is Zach Iverson, but coming in as a center fielder, Carter Cross. He makes the catch. Runner bluffs a tag. Strong throw home, cut off by Zion Avery. As not deep enough to score the runner on that fly ball. Ben Clausen is retired. 2 away now in the inning. Runners stay at first and third.
Really a great throw from Carter Cross in center field. When you have an arm like that, you show it off. You keep base runners at bay, no matter where they are on the base paths.
So at first it looked like that might have been Iverson's ball out in shallow center field, but called off by Carter Cross.
Carson.
As now Brett Carson steps up to the plate, reached on an error his last time up on a slow rolling ground ball to Zach Iverson. As Hansen deals, runner goes. Copperheads will let Kanklers take the bag and move up to second. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Pitch missed for a ball. As Carson on the year, 9 RBIs, looking to add to that total with a base hit right here. 1-0 pitch into him, misses high and away for a ball. 2-0 now to Brett Carson. As Hansen trying to shut out the Scouts for the first time in an inning this afternoon, giving up 2 runs in both the first and second innings. That's 2-0 pitch now. Comes right down the middle for a strike. 2-1 to Brett Carson. As Carson on the year batting at .227 with 15 hits. As 2-1 pitch grounded up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. Coming in as 1 run now. Kanklers rounds third and comes to the plate. 2 RBI, 2 out single for Brett Carson. RBIs 10 and 11 for him on the season, and the Scouts have their first lead of the game, up 6-4 now in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, Hansen has been flirting with danger all game long. He's given up 2 runs in the first, the second, and now here in the third. It's been a little bit of a struggle with command for Jake Hansen, and it comes here to bite him again.
Jackson Henderson.
As it wasn't the hardest hit ball by Carson, but hit in the right spot, as not where the middle infielders were playing. It goes right back up the middle. As now the first pitch into Jackson Henderson crosses the zone for a strike. 0-1. But some timely hitting for the Scouts with 2 away, as Logan Matson picked up a 2 RBI single last inning with 2 away, as the 0-1 pitch catches the zone as well for a strike. 0-2 now. The Scouts have their first lead of the game, 6-4. Runner goes, and Hanson didn't come home now. He steps off, throws it to second to Iverson, now over to Zion Avery. Now at Phil Glasser at second base. He applies the tag to Brett Carson. So he tried to swipe the bag off Hanson, but left a little too early as Hanson steps off. And the Copperheads record the out, but not before the Scouts score a pair of runs for the third straight inning, as they now have their first lead of the ballgame, up 6-4. It'll be Connor Mills taking us through the middle innings on play-by-play when we return on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area of Commerce logo and be sure to support the business that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of Uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yuengling are proud supporters of Copperheads baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads, with toppings loaded.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the
Over the Southern Ohio Copperheads, 2 runs in the first, second, and third for the Xenia Scouts. They've got 6. Copperheads 3 in the first, 1 in the second, and held scoreless in the top of the third. Looks like a little delay of game right now. Not sure what's going on. Field umpire's out there. Home plate umpire is hanging around near the Xenia Scouts dugout. We've got all 3 outfielders. We've got 4 infielders, a pitcher and a catcher. So I guess now, without a further ado, looks like we're about ready to get things going here in the top of the 4th inning. The Xenia Scouts 6, the Southern Ohio Copperheads 4. Nothing had changed since the top of the 4th. Nobody moved around. Just a little delay as the first pitch to Carter Cross misses low and away for ball 1. Carter Cross in yesterday's game went 0 for 4. Here today, 0 for 1. A fly out into center field as now is swinging a foul ball straight back at the net. Brings the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good swing there from Cross. He's right on it. Just got a little bit underneath that one. You can replicate that swing again, turn that ball around, have a good line drive somewhere.
Pitcher Andy Hammond didn't like the ball that was thrown to him, throws it away. And he'll get a new pitch as Hammond so far has held the Copperheads scoreless in the third as fastball's in for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here on the top of the 4th, with the Copperheads trailing by 2 to the Xenia Scouts, 6-4. The 1-2 pitch from Hammond swung on, line drive down the line, out into right field and all the way down into the corner. Rounding first and heading for second is Carter Cross. The throw is coming into the infield, not in time. Cut off by the second baseman, Matson. A leadoff double for Carter Cross here on the top of the 4th inning. Gets the Copperheads started and brings Tanner Johnson to the plate.
That's a real nice approach there from Carter Cross. That 1-2 pitch gets it on the outside part of the plate, just sticks the bat head out, pokes it out down the right field line. I knew that ball was going to roll for a while as Coach Blatchford was pointing to second as soon as that ball got into the outfield. A nice leadoff double for Cross. Copperheads trying to make up some ground here.
Copperheads trailing to the Scouts for the first time in a 3-game series as a check swing foul from Tanner Johnson. Johnson didn't play in yesterday's game, struck out here in today's game. In his first at-bat, he's 0 for 1. Copperheads with a 7-0 victory, the first shutout win of the season for the Copperheads against the Scouts, as now he's swinging a ground ball down towards third, but goes left of the line and foul. No balls and 2 strikes is the count to Tanner Johnson. Johnson batting .273 in his short season with the Copperheads. As the 0-2 pitch from Hammond misses outside for a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Copperheads have a runner on second base. Carter Cross led things off with a double. Johnson will look to bring him in as the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3, a ball that was high and inside. Johnson couldn't catch up to it. And that's the first out here on the top of the 4th.
Yeah, and even if he did catch up to it, was just going to be a jam shot. Nice location there with 2 strikes by Hammond. He's done a good job mixing speeds ever since those first couple innings, trying to keep the Copperheads off balance.
Randy Hammond came into the day with a 5.66 ERA. Well, that has since been lowered. Only given up 4 runs in today's game. As a swing and a foul ball straight back to the netting from Jared Hurd. 0-1. Xenia Scouts 6, Copperheads 4. Runner on second for the Copperheads with Jared Hurd at the plate. The pitch to Jared Hurd is swung on and sounded like it would fouled off of the helmet of the catcher Clausen. And now the count is at no balls and 2 strikes. Hurd in today's game 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field. It was a long fly out from Jared Hurd. Just got under it and missed a home run. As Hammond's 0-2 pitch is swung on and fouled off towards the left side, out of play. Jared Hurd stays alive at the plate.
And Hurd can't be thinking home run like last time. In an 0-2 count, just got to keep the short swing, check up on the bat a little bit, just try to poke something in the outfield. Carter Cross has decent speed out there. So anything into the outfield probably get you an RBI.
The 0-2 from Hammond. Swung on, it's a fly ball out into shallow center field, holding off as Carter Cross kind of danced around, but stayed close to second base. He goes back safely. And now there are 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning with Daniel Cruz at the plate.
Yeah, first thought that ball might fall in, but Henderson got a pretty good read out there, even though he's playing deep out in center field. They come charging in. He makes a catch. Carter Cross can't really tag up on a ball that shallow.
Daniel Cruz was hit by a pitch, a ball that hit his helmet, but he jogged down to first and stole a base, so he's all right. Batting for the 2nd time today. As now the first pitch to Cruz is swung on, a little check swing that's flied over the press box and out of play. 0-1. Copperheads with a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 4th. They trail the Xenia Scouts for the first time in this series. As the 0-1 is a ball bouncing over towards third. Wilson has it. Throw across the diamond in time. 3rd out made. Here in the top of the 4th inning, Copperheads get the leadoff double. Can't bring them around as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Scouts leading the Copperheads 6-4. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area Chamber of Commerce logo and be sure to support the businesses that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of Uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yingling are all proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato your pizza of choice today.
I'm Zach Iverson. I'm from Michigan State University. You're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Scout 6, Copperheads 4 as we enter into the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Jackson Henderson, Brandon Wilson, then back to the top of the lineup for the Xenia Scouts. Jake Hansen remains on the mound for the Copperheads. So he's gone 3 so far in today's game. But for Jackson Henderson, 0 for 1 today with a fly out to right fly out to left field
In the box. Bottom of the
as he
fourth.
stands in against Jake
21
Hansen.
Jackson Henderson.
Hansen has dealt with runners on the base paths in each of his 3 innings pitched so far in today's game. As the first pitch to Jackson Henderson misses low and away for a ball, 1-0. 2 runs have been given up by Hansen in both the first, second, and third. As the 1-0 pitch rides high and inside, looked a bit to be a changeup. And now the count is at 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. Hansen's pitch from the windup misses low in the turf for a ball. 3 straight balls from Jake Hansen. And the count is at 3 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, he's just been falling behind hitters a lot in this game. It's really come back to bite him. A lot of 3-1, 2-0 counts where guys can take big hacks at fastballs over the plate, and it's why they have 6 hits so far.
Well, the 3-0 was taken straight down the middle for a called strike. Brings the count to 3-1. Jackson Henderson yesterday went 0 for 4 as he takes a rip at the 3-1 offering from Jake Hansen, swing and a miss. Hansen's battle back in the count, 3-2.
Yep, took something off that pitch, got him out in front of it. See where he goes here.
Hansen's 3-2 is a fastball low and inside, ball 4. And that will be the 3rd walk of the day for Jake Hansen. And the leadoff man yet again gets on base. Leadoff in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd have all gotten on. And in the 4th, this time it will be Jackson Henderson reaching base with the 3rd walk of the game allowed by Jake Hansen. And now Brandon Wilson at the plate. Wilson today 0 for 1 with a pop fly to second baseman Zach Iverson. As Hansen from the stretch, he misses high and over near the head by Brandon Wilson. 1-0.
I mean, Hansen came in today with a 60% first pitch strike percentage. It's one of the better ones on the rotation this year, but he's just falling behind hitters pretty often so far in this outing.
Falls behind on Brandon Wilson. 2 balls and no strikes. So there's 3 straight balls to Jackson Henderson. Battle back for a 3-2. And then to Brandon Wilson, has thrown 2 straight balls. And Austin Dunphy, the manager for the Southern Ohio Copperheads, takes a slow trot out to the mound. He'll be joined by the infielders. Is trying to figure out what's going on with Hansen.
Batters can get into a count where they can guarantee a fastball's coming. They can take, more aggressive swings, and that's kind of hurt them so far in this game.
Well, for the Copperheads, they need a longer outing from Jake Hansen as Sam Worsing and now Jackson Mandela are no longer with the team. Their inning limit has been reached. They will rest their arms and get ready for fall ball. But for the Copperheads, they'll need some distance out of the majority of their pitchers on the pitching staff. As Hansen's 2-0 pitch misses low and inside to the batter Brandon Wilson. 3 balls, no strikes, and a runner on first for the Xenia Scouts here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody out. Scouts 6, Copperheads 4. Hansen's 3-0 pitch misses high and inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks allowed by Jake Hansen in today's game here in the bottom of the 4th. 4th walk allowed by Hansen. The first given to Brandon Wilson, and now the lineup turns over to Brett Williams.
Yeah, this is dangerous right here, going back to the top of the order with no outs and back-to-back walks as Williams and Matson combined at 1 and 2 for the day, or 3 for 3 so far.
Brett Williams in today's game, 1 for 1 with a run scored and a walk, as his batting average up to .313 so far as he bats and tries to lay down a bunt, goes left the line of third and foul. So 0 on the count. And now the 60% first pitch percentage for Hansen will go back up. But he's in a little bit of trouble here with nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on first and second. Leadoff man at the plate. Tried a bunt, pulled it back. Taken for a ball, 1 strike.
It looks like Williams is going to try to move these 2 runners up with just 1 away, trying to play some small ball here with the 2-run lead, just trying to manufacture some runs.
Corners are in for the Copperheads. Middle infield is back, as now the ball gets away from the catcher Johnson, who skips into him and all the way back to the backstop. Runners will move up, and the Xenia Scouts don't have to trade an out to move up those runners. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th, and now runners on 2nd and 3rd.
It's a tough play for Johnson behind the plate as the curveball got buried in the dirt, and with the batter pulling the bunt back, makes it even tougher to try to knock that ball down. It just gets away from him.
Now everybody has been brought into the infield. Infield in, outfield straight away. The pitch is line drive out down the line in right field. That gets down for an extra base hit. Coming in to score is Jackson Henderson. Right behind him is Brandon Wilson. Rounding 2nd and going all the way to 3rd is Brett Williams. The throw will get there in time. So it'll just be a 2 RBI double. The first out is made here in the bottom of the 4th, but the Xenia Scouts do what they've been doing all game long, tacking on 2 in an inning. 2 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and now here in the bottom of the 4th, they tack on another 2. It's a Xenia Scouts 8, the Southern Ohio Copperheads 4. Bases are cleared for Jake Hansen, but 2 runs have come in to score. A nice relay throw from right field all the way over towards 3rd to get Brett Williams. And now Logan Matson at the plate.
I'm just about to say, you can't really get a much better relay than that. Great throw into Iverson at 2nd.
First pitch swinging is Matson. He flies one out into left center field. Jared Hurd, the left fielder, ranges over to make the catch. And now just like that, 2 outs are recorded here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
But that's what I was saying. Of course, that really helps your pitcher out because obviously you don't want to give up the 2 runs, but instead of a runner being at 3rd with no outs, you get an out, and now you have 2 outs in the inning on that fly ball.
Just kind of changes it a little bit, as an inning that could have been even worse might be able to limit the damage a little bit, cutting that guy down at 3rd base.
Hunter Delanoy, who's done his damage today, had an RBI ground out in the 1st, and then also reached all the way around to 3rd, back in the 3rd, and had a single, stole 2nd. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI and a run scored. First pitch to Delanoy, misses low. One the count. Hansen's pitch is taken on the inside corner for a called strike, and now Jake Hansen's a strike away from getting out of the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, nice location there on the inside corner. Not much a batter could do with that pitch, as Delanoy thought it might have been a little bit off the inside part of the plate.
1-2 the count. The pitch in, swinging a foul ball off towards the side of the Copperheads dugout. We'll carry him back into foul territory. And the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, ground ball, backhanded by Zion Avery. He flips it over to Hansen, but unable to make the catch. He tried to barehand it. Zion Avery, it was a hard hit ball. Avery playing behind first base, knocked it down with his glove, recovered, and then tried to underhand toss it to Jake Hansen, who couldn't get to the bag in time from the speedy Hunter Delanoy. It'll be an infield single.
Yeah, knew that one was trouble as soon as Avery didn't field it cleanly, of course. So a tough play on the backhand is smoked that ball on the ground. Delanoy very quick up that line, gets the infield single.
So a 2-out single for the Xenia Scouts here in the bottom of the 4th. Inning is not over for Jake Hansen, as he'll deal with Steven Saunders at the plate. First pitch to Saunders, taken high and away. On the move is Hunter Delanoy. He steals second base with ease. And now there's a runner in scoring position again here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, it just seems like they have Jake Hansen pretty timed up, as every time it appears as a runner on first, they're taking off and stealing second fairly easily. It was a strong throw from Johnson, but just real good jump from Delanoy.
Second stolen base on the day for Hunter Delanoy, as now the count is at 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs to the batter, Steven Saunders. Saunders today, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Grounded out to first, back in the third. Hansen checks back the runner at second now. Delanoy is on the move at third. It's called might have been called time at the plate. And that's what the call appears to be. Delanoy easily had third base stolen, but Steven Saunders wanted time. And the count remains at 1 ball and 1 strike.
And he did have it stolen pretty easily, as didn't even draw a throw from Tanner Johnson. But time called at the plate. He's going to have to drop back to second, see if he's in motion again.
Holding a little bit closer this time to second is Delanoy as the throw goes high and away from Jake Hansen. Count is at 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Scouts 8, Copperheads 4.
It's interesting that they were trying to steal third, as with Saunders being one of the stronger hitters on the team. And tied for first in RBIs might take the bat out of his hand if Delanoy gets thrown in at third. He's already in scoring position at second, but didn't end up coming back to bite him in the end.
2-1 from Hansen. Line drive out into right field, going all the way down into the corner. Holding off at first with an RBI single is Steven Saunders. Xenia Scouts extend their lead. It's now 9-4, Xenia.
Yeah, hard hit ball there from Saunders out in right field. Nice job getting it in there by just holding him to a long single, but not too many pitches Hansen's throwing right now that aren't getting hit pretty hard, as it looks like Coach Dunphy's going to come give him the hook.
Second mound visit in the bottom of the fourth. Jake Hansen goes 3 2/3. We'll see who the new pitcher is right after the break on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. It's the Copperheads 4, Xenia Scouts 9. Owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area of Commerce logo and be sure to support the business that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor Back here in the bottom of the fourth inning, it appears that Austin Dunphy might have had a inkling that Jake Hansen was hurt. He walked out to the mound as if to pull him. Instead, it will be a injury check on Jake Hansen. He talks his way to remaining into this game. But Jake Hansen was kind of bouncing off the mound as the ball was being thrown in from right field. Austin Dunphy went to check on him, does not have to pull him. So Hansen has a chance to go 4 in today's game as he first pitch into Cody Kanklertz. Fly ball, shallow left field, making the basket catch. Right behind him is Phil Glasser all the way out into left field. Jared Hurd could have made the catch, but Phil Glasser wanted to make it look fancy. And Jake Hansen gets out of the bottom of the fourth, but not before a 3-run score for the Xenia Scouts. It's the Xenia Scouts 9, the Southern Ohio Copperheads 4. You're listening to the Copperheads on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at jackios.com. Instagram or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's Uptown or the tap room in Campbell Street. Just because the game ended doesn't mean your night has to. Jackie O's, the official pregame and postgame sponsor of your Copperheads.
Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side. Locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors. And be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brands is much more than you think.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Top of the fifth inning here in Xenia, Ohio. It'll be Zach Iverson, followed by Sebastian Fabic and Reese Trahey. The Xenia Scouts have been relentless against Jake Hansen, scoring runs in the first through fourth. They've scored 3 runs in the fourth and 2 runs in every other inning. As the first pitch to Zach Iverson misses for a ball, 1-0. Iverson on the day, 0 for 2, a fly out to left field and a ground out to second. As now fastball catches the outside corner. Brings the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Xenia Scouts 9, Southern Ohio Copperheads 4. On this 4th of July edition of the GLSCL Baseball, summer of 2019. Curveball catches the outside corner from Andy Hammond. And now Zach Iverson's behind on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Hammond is swung on and fouled back. Just got a tip was Zach Iverson. And he stays alive at the plate at 1-2.
He looked like an off-speed pitch there from Hammond. Iverson able to stay just enough back to get a piece of it, foul it back into the catcher.
1-2, the count remains to Zach Iverson as he looks to get his first hit of the day. Copperheads with 6 hits today. As a 1-2 offering is swung on and missed, strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout from Andy Hammond. The first time he struck out somebody not named Tanner Johnson in today's game.
Yep, just got him to go chasing. Nothing too fancy. 1-2 fastball low in the zone. Iverson trying to protect with 2 strikes. Pitch probably a ball, but obviously thought he had to fight it off, unable to.
Well, Sebastian Fabic, who has 2 hits today, he's 2 for 2. He's got a double and a single. And now a first pitch swing and missing at the fastball offering from Andy Hammond, 0-1. Fabic 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. He's caught stealing as he swings and misses at the fastball. High fastball from Andy Hammond. Quickly behind on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 the count with a 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. As the 0-2 pitch is taken low and inside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fabic went 1 for 4 in yesterday's game with a strikeout. As a 1-2 is swung on, it's a pop fly into shallow right center field. A trio of people are running over to it. Henderson, Delanoy, and Matson. The center field, the right fielder, and the second baseman. It's the right fielder, Delanoy, who comes in and makes the catch for the 2nd out here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, Fabic just got a little bit underneath that ball. Just not really barreling it up, hitting it out in the shallow right center field. Easy play for Delanoy.
Now Reese Trahey comes to the plate. Trahey in yesterday's game walked 3 times. He picked up a walk in his first at-bat here today. Came around to score. And then flew out to right field as he's 0 for 1. First pitch swing, flies it off towards the left side and out of play. 0-1 of the count. Copperheads with an 8-5 win over the Scouts 2 days ago and a 7-0 win as a ground ball over towards first base, and it goes foul off the bat of Reese Trahey. But a 7-0 victory for the Copperheads. Jackson Mandela going 9 strong, saving the bullpen for the Copperheads in his last start of the season for Southern Ohio. Pitch into Reese Trahey, another ground ball. This one stays fair and caroms off the glove of the first baseman Saunders. Reese Trahey is safe at first. And since Saunders had to leave his feet, I have to imagine that I'll be ruled as a infield single.
Yeah, I'd have to imagine, too, if he didn't dive and stop, it would have been into the outfield. Nice play there from Saunders. He was playing deep in the hole, trying to take away a hit there from Trey. He almost did, just hits off the tip of the glove. But Trey able to stay on that ball, get his hands inside it, rip it down the line, pick up his first hit of the day.
And now Zion Avery, who has 2 hits already today, stands in from the right side. A righty-on-righty matchup between Hammond and Avery. First pitch swing, line drive down the line into left field, and that will go all the way down into the corner. Rounding second and heading for third is Reese Trahey. He's being waved around to score, and he does. Going into second base is Zion Avery. Avery is 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 in today's game with 2 RBIs.
Yeah, well, this inning looked dead after the first 2 batters. Couple of easy outs there for him, but a couple of hard hit balls. Trey hits it down the first baseline, and Zion stays on that pitch, ropes it down the left field line for the RBI. The Copperheads needed to get something going here in this inning after falling behind in the third. Get a run back now.
9-5 is the score here in Xenia, Ohio. The first pitch misses for a ball to Phil Glasser. 1-0. Phil Glasser extends the inning. Carter Cross is on deck. But for Glasser, had a 2 RBI single in the first as he watches the ball bounce in the turf. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count with Zion Avery on second base. Avery poked one down the line all the way into left field. An RBI double that scored Reese Trahey. As now Phil Glasser will try to bring in Zion Avery as he swings and fouls it off towards left and out of play. Two and 1 the count with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Copperheads scoring their first run since the second. As now pickoff play for Zion Avery. He kicked the glove. That was positioned perfectly on second base. And Zion Avery gets picked off of second for the third and final out in the top of the 5th, but not before the Copperheads score 1 run to bring this game a little bit closer. Xenia Scouts with a 4-run lead, 9-5 in favor of Xenia as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's, located off of Richland Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty with any purchase.
Stephanie Wood, Ohio Realty, will help you find your next safe home. Stephanie Wood, bringing home the results and going the extra distance.
Schneider, Fuller, and Stroh has supported the Copperheads since 2002. We're proud of that affiliation and excited to sponsor Fireworks Night again this year on June 29th. As one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region, Schneider, Fuller, and Stroh is focused on helping our clients secure their financial future. What's your plan? Give them a call at 594-8385.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area Chamber of Commerce logo and be sure to support the businesses that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning here in Xenia, Ohio, where the Southern Ohio Copperheads trailed the Xenia Scouts 9-5. New man on the mound for the Copperheads as Jake Hansen's day is done. Tanner Glass will take over the pitching duties as the first pitch fastball hits the outside corner on Ben Clausen. 0-1. But for Jake Hansen, his stat line today, 4 innings pitched, has allowed 9 hits, 9 runs, 7 of them are earned as a bouncing ball right back up the middle. Shortstop Glasser has it. The throw to first in time. And just like that, first batter that Tanner Glass sees records an out, as that's the first leadoff man that has recorded an out in today's game, as we're here in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out. And now Brett Carson coming to the plate. So 6-3 put out of Ben Clausen as Brett Carson now stands in. Carson 2 for 2 in today's game with a run scored and 2 RBIs, as the first pitch from Tanner Glass misses outside for a ball, 1-0. But again for Hansen, 9 hits, 9 runs, only 7 earned, 4 walks allowed, and did not strike out any batter in today's game, as Tanner Glass gets the fastball on the outside corner to the left-handed batter Brett Carson. Brings the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, Tanner Glass working quickly. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled straight back into the netting. And Glass is ahead on the count, 1-2. For Tanner Glass this season, has the lowest ERA of any member of the pitching staff for the Southern Ohio Copperheads at .08. Or 0.8. 0.80 as Glass misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Scouts 9, Copperheads 5. Glass 1 win, no losses as he misses high and away. Brings the count to 3-2. 5th appearance on the mound for Tanner Glass. All in relief. As a 3-2 pitch is swung on, line drive out into left field, ranging back and making the catch over his head is Jared Hurd. 2 up, 2 down for Tanner Glass here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, good way of tracking that ball there by Glass on that one, by Hurd out in left field, as that one easily could have got over his head, but he's able to get back and reach up, make the catch. But down by 4, all Glass can do is throw strikes, get out, let the bats come back into the dugout and try to put a dent in this deficit.
Jackson Henderson takes the first pitch from Tanner Glass in for a called strike, 0-1. Henderson today 0 for 1 with a walk as he watches a fastball go just a bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike. But for Tanner Glass, 9 1/3 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks, and has only allowed 5 hits as he hits the inside corner on Jackson Henderson. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tanner Glass trying to get the first strike out of the game. As a 1-2 pitch is a ground ball over towards the shortstop. Glasser taking on a couple hops to throw across in time for the 3rd and final out here in the bottom of the 5th. The first 1-2-3 inning for the Copperheads here in the bottom of the 5th as the Copperheads come to the bat in the top of the 6th. You're listening to the Copperheads Media Network presented by Ohio Health.
Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners, 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at JackieO's.com, Instagram, or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's Uptown or the Tap Room on Campbell Street. Just because the game ended doesn't mean your night has to. Jackie O's, the official pregame and postgame sponsor of your Copperheads.
Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side, locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors, and be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brand is so much more than you think. Rocky Brand is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors.
I'm Sebastian Fabic from Cincinnati, Ohio, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Time for the 6th inning. Copperheads at the plate as they trail the Xenia Scouts by 4, 9-5 lead for the Xenia Scouts. It'll be Phil Glasser followed by Carter Cross and Tanner Johnson. Remaining on the mound is Andy Hammond. As the first pitch is a breaking ball into Phil Glasser. catches the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. For Glasser today, grounded into a double play in the third and had a 2 RBI single in the first as he's 1 for 2. Curveball misses high and away. Brings count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 from Andy Hammond swung on and flied out into right field. Ranging back and fighting the sun is the right fielder, Delanoy. And he makes a catch for the first out here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, Glasser's got a little bit underneath that ball, tried to drive it deep there on the 1-1 pitch, but bit of an uppercut there from the lefty. Gets under it right at the right fielder, Delanoy, for the first out of the inning.
It's 1 out recorded here in the top of the 6th inning, and Carter Cross at the plate. Cross 1 for 2 today with a double. Did not come around to score in the 4th as he's first pitch swing. Fouls it off towards the left and out of play. For Andy Hammond in today's game, 5 innings pitched. Make it 5 1/3 as the fastball catches a low portion of the plate on Carter Cross. Cross behind in count 0-2. But Hammond has given up 5 runs, all earned. Still would be the pitcher of record as the 0-2 is swung on and fouled straight back. Staying alive is Carter Cross with the 0-2 count. From the stretch, Hammond's pitch is taken inside for the first ball in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Real good eye there from Cross's. Close pitch on the inside corner. Tough pitch to lay off of with 2 strikes, but obviously the right decision. It misses just inside for the ball.
1-2 the count, 1 out here on the top of the 6th inning. Xenia Scouts 9, Copperheads 5. As Hammond's 1-2 pitch is a fly ball deep out into left center field, ranging back at the wall, all the way back, and making the catch on the warning track is the center fielder Henderson. Carter Cross gave it a ride, but couldn't get it over the fence, as now there are 2 away here on the top of the 6th.
You know, a bit of a hanger there on that 1-2 pitch from Hammond, and Cross got just under it as he hit it on the barrel, barreled it up all the way out there in the left center field gap to the warning track. Just not enough to get it.
For Henderson, just like that, 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 6th. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning with the Xenia Scouts leading the Southern Ohio Copperheads 9-5. We'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
State Farm and agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperheads baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial service needs. See us celebrating 14 years of service to the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Schneider, Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Schneider, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.schneiderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERFULLERSTROH.com.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's, located off of Richland Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty with any purchase.
Stephanie Wood, Ohio Realty, will help you find your next safe home. Stephanie Wood, bringing home the results and going the extra distance.
Schneider, Fuller & Stroh has supported the Copperheads since 2002. We're proud of that affiliation and excited to sponsor Fireworks Night again this year on June 29th.
Hi, I'm Zion Avery. I go to Ohio University. I'm first baseman catcher for the Copperheads, and you're listening to Copperhead Network.
Zion Avery had the last RBI for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. as they tacked one on in the top of the 5th inning. Tanner Glass held the Xenia Scouts off the board in the bottom of the 5th. Before then, the Xenia Scouts scored in innings 1 through 4, as Tanner Glass will have the bottom of the lineup, then right back to the top. It'll be Brandon Wilson, Brett Williams, and Logan Matson all due up here in the bottom of the 6th, as the Scouts have a 9-5 lead over the Southern Ohio Copperheads. First pitch missed low for a ball to Brandon Wilson, ball 1. Wilson today 0 for 1 with a walk. So he takes a pitch low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. From the windup, Tanner Glass is ready and deals. Fastball outside, ball 3. So 3 straight balls to begin things here in the bottom of the 6th inning to the leadoff batter, Brandon Wilson. And now the 3-0. Bounce in the turf, ball 4, 4 straight pitches. Tanner Glass walks his first batter of the day. And now the lineup goes back to the top.
Yeah, leadoff walk's been an issue for the Copperheads in this game between Hanson and now Tanner Glass at this first one, but have to try to hold this deficit of 4 as you're still at striking distance. As they're in grand slam range right now, as you say, only down by 4. So you want to hold this deficit where it is, try to give the bats a shot throughout these last 3 innings. Kind of spark a rally here. We know the Copperheads can score 3-4 runs in an inning.
First pitch to the batter, Brett Williams. Faked the bunt, pulled it back, but called a strike anyway. 0-1. Runner on first here in the bottom of the 6th. Scouts 9, Copperheads 5. Nobody out. Brett Williams at the plate. Williams today 2 for 2 with a walk as he takes a fastball in for a called strike. Tanner Glass is quickly ahead on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Glass is 0-2, misses low. First ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's going to be a tough turn on a ground ball in a double play as Williams very quick out of the left-handed batter's box.
Glass's 1-2 is taken just a bit low for a ball count. Caught stealing Brandon Wilson. So the leadoff walk is erased. Good throw from the catcher, Tanner Johnson. And now there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th with a count full 3-2 to the batter, Brett Williams.
Well, amazing what the difference is when you have a new guy on the mound, different timing, as basically stolen a lot on Hanson.
Well, the 3-2 is taken for a walk high and away. And now back-to-back walks allowed by Tanner Glass. But it doesn't matter, as it's only 1 runner on base instead of 2. The caught stealing comes up big for the Copperheads.
Just saying, Glass appears to be a little bit quicker to home than Hanson is, as they were stealing.
Auxon. Matson today he's got a 2 for 3 day with a run scored and 2 RBIs. His only out made was a fly ball out into left field as he swings and misses at the offering from Tanner Glass. Glass ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runner on first. Scouts 9, Copperheads 5. Glass looks at home, back to first, now back to the plate as the 0-2 is swung on and fouled straight back, hits the netting. Glass is in control of the count. No balls and 2 strikes.
Thank God that neg's there, because I think it was coming right for us.
That could have come.
It wasn't there.
Was either going to hit us?
I saw it right at our eye level.
Could have hit Tyler Johnson in front of us, the writer for the Copperheads, or Ben Marsh, statistician, as the fastball misses high to the batter, Logan Matson. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Long look in from Glass. Now he's ready. The 1-2 swung on and missed. The throw down to second not in time. As moving over towards second base is Brett Williams, but it's a strikeout, the first one of the day for Copperheads pitching. Tanner Glass gets a strikeout, but now there's a runner in scoring position.
It's a nasty two-strike pitch. Throws a breaking ball down and away. Breaks out of the zone. Gets Matz in the chase. First time he strikes out today. Now Glass have to come into Delanoy, who's had a good day at the plate.
Yeah, Delanoy today 2 for 3 with an RBI. Was only out, was a ground out to short. Is now on the move, going towards third is Brett Williams. The throw down is knocked the glove off of the third baseman, Daniel Cruz. So Brett Williams is safe on the stolen base. But the throw looked like it was going to be in time, just the glove went off the hand.
That was a perfect throw from Johnson, right on the bag, as Daniel Cruz, a little unlucky there. As Williams kicks his glove off, the ball comes out. But the throw was on the money. Would have been 2 thrown out in the inning for Johnson.
The pitch to Delanoy missed for a ball, and now the second pitch in the at-bat is in for a called strike. Counts even at 1-1. 1-1 the count, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Scouts 9, Copperheads 5, as the 1-1 taken just a bit outside for a ball, 2 balls and a strike now. Come to you live at Grady's Fields in Xenia, Ohio. Joe Medora alongside Connor Mills as they swing and a pop fly towards the left side. Ranging into foul territory is Daniel Cruz. He makes a catch, and the side is retired. Back-to-back scoreless innings for Tanner Glass as the Copperheads bats need to come alive to try and save this game and complete the 3-game sweep. We'll throw it to Joey Medora for the rest of regulation on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yuengling are proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato's your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-592-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Copperheads trail at 9-4 here in the top of the 7th inning as they try to scratch across a few runs, put a dent into this deficit as it's Jared Hurd, Daniel Cruz, and then the top of the order, Zach Iverson, all due up this inning. As with a 3-up, 3-down inning, Andy Hammond remaining on the mound for now his 7th inning of work. First pitch into Jared Hurd. Misses low and inside for a ball, 1-0. There was a lot of runs early in this game. As a 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner to Hurd for a strike, 1-1, as Copperheads were once winning it 4-2 in the top of the 2nd, then a 4-4 score. And the Scouts poured on 5 runs over the next 2 innings to take a 9-4 lead. Copperheads added 1 more in the 5th to get us at 9-5 as the pitch misses outside for a ball to Hurd, 2-1. Hurd on the day 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts, 1 to center and 1 to right, as a 2-1 pitch. As a breaking ball stays high. And a 3-1 count now to Jared Hurd. As now 3-1 pitch into Hurd comes in at the knees for a strike. And no free pass yet. We'll run the count full, 3-2 to lead off the top of the 7th inning.
Only 1 free pass allowed on the game from Alex Hammond.
And there's number 2 as that full count pitch rides high and inside to Jared Hurd. Leadoff walk for the Copperheads, exactly what they need to try to get back in this ball game, trailing by 4 in the top of the 7th. Daniel Cruz, the 9-hitter, now digs in.
Just a good at-bat from Jared Hurd. Any way he can get on base, he's going to have to try to do. These Copperheads trying to complete the sweep.
So now Daniel Cruz steps in the box. Pickoff attempt at Jared Hurd at first, not in time, as he's back in standing. As here comes the pitch into Daniel Cruz. It will catch the inside corner for a strike. He thought it was inside as he backed up off the plate a little bit. But nonetheless, called a strike. 0-1 now to Daniel Cruz. As Cruz on the day was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, came around to score as another pickoff attempt, not in time. Hurd has a dive back in this time. But in his next at-bat, Daniel Cruz grounded out to third base. So it's 0 for 1 on the day. As the 0-1 pitch into Daniel Cruz is swung on and popped up into shallow right field, backing up the second baseman. He will make the catch on the run. A few steps into the outfield grass. Jared Hurd back to first base. One away now in the inning as the lineup turns over.
Down, second baseman,
Zach Iverson now digs in. 0 for 3 on the day is Iverson, as he flew out to left field, grounded out to second, and struck out in his 3 at-bats so far in this one. As the pitch in from Andy Hammond, breaking ball, bends into the strike zone on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. As ever since the first couple innings, after giving up 4 runs, Hammond really settled down throughout this ball game, only allowing 1 run in the past 4 innings now. As another pickoff attempt to Hurd back in safely. But now through 6 1/3, in line for the victory currently, if the score remains the same throughout the rest of the ball game. As the 0-1, Jared Hurd takes off on this pitch throw a little high, and Hurd stops and now heads back towards first base, and he will be tagged out by the second baseman. As it looked like Hurd would have had the bag stolen with the throw going high, but he pulls up just in front of the bag and is tagged out in between first and second. So 2 outs now in the top of the 7th.
I think Hurd might have thought that was a foul ball as he pulled up. Can't imagine what he was hearing there, but except for a foul ball. And then by the time the throw went down, he was already caught in the rundown.
So it's a 1-1 count now to Zach Iverson. Erased the base runner, 2 away. Here comes a breaking ball, lined out into center field, but lining it up is the center fielder Henderson. He will make the catch. And despite the leadoff walk, still a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Copperheads as Jared Hurd is thrown out stealing. Heading into the bottom of the 7th, still 9-5. Scouts coming up to bat on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Don't forget to stop by Kona Ice behind the press box on the third base side, locally owned and operated by Rich Hayes of Athens. They offer tropical shaved ice in an assortment of flavors, and be sure to ask about their fundraising opportunities.
Rocky Brands is so much more than you think. Rocky Brands is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brand designs, develops, and markets hard-working boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit, and fashionable women footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brand story, go to rockybrands.com.
State Farm and Agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperhead Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial services needs. She's celebrating 14 years of service in the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Snyder Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Snyder, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.snyderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERFULLERSTROH.com.
I'm Zach Iverson. I'm from Michigan State University. You're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Middle of the order due up in this half of the inning for the Scouts. Steve Saunders, Cody Kanklers, and Ben Clausen. Has Tanner Glass on the mound for his 3rd straight inning as he has shut out the Scouts in the 5th and 6th inning. He came in relief for Jake Hansen. His first pitch into Saunders misses outside and high for a ball, 1-0. But Anson gave up 9 runs over 4 innings. Not his best stuff on the mound in this one, as the 0-1 pitch misses outside for a ball to Saunders, 2-0. Saunders 2 for 3 with a couple of RBI singles, also grounded out unassisted to the first baseman. As 2-0 pitch into him. Will catch the inside part of the plate for a strike, 2-1 now. But Glasses came in, not allowed a hit so far, has a couple of walks. 2-1 pitch, grounded foul down the first base line. And that's falling behind 2-0. Glass battles back, evens up the count at 2. To the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th on this 4th of July broadcast. That's a 2-2 pitch into Steve Saunders. Misses way outside for a ball. Runs the count full now at 3-2. As here comes a full count pitch in the Glass. Now swung on and popped up over third base into shallow left field. Looks like Daniel Cruz will call off Glasser and Hurd and make the catch. Backpedaling in shallow left field. Leadoff man retired in the bottom of the 7th. And now it's Cody Kane clears the DH.
Been really impressed with Tanner Glass. He's coming in against a hot-hitting lineup. And the Xenia Scouts that were held off the boards yesterday came back with a passion to hit today, and they were really relentless against Jake Hansen, but Glass has been able to come in and shut the door on him.
So Cancler's on the day, 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch, came around and scored in the third, also grounded to a double play and popped out to short. As the first pitch into him, misses just outside for a ball, 1-0. As he came into this series leading the team in batting average, Copperheads have held him to just 1 hit so far, though, in the series. That pitch misses low and outside for a ball. 2-0 now to Canklers. As the Copperheads came into the day just a game and a half behind the division-leading Cincinnati Steam, as a 2-0 pitch foul back into the screen, 2-1. As the Copperheads, after today's ball game, travel to Cincinnati for the weekend series with the Steam, trying to gain some ground on them in the standings, perhaps even overtake them with a couple of wins. As a 2-1 pitch now into Canklers, misses low for a ball, 3-1 in the driver's seat. But the playoffs were today. The Copperheads would be a part of it, as they currently sit at 3rd in the South Division, the GLSCL, at 14-11, just a half game worse than the Licking County Settlers, who are in 2nd. As 3-1 pitch comes inside for a strike, 3-2 now to Canklers. Back-to-back full counts in this inning. Glass, full count pitch swung on and popped up into shallow right field. Looks like Zach Iverson has a beat on it. He will make the catch a couple steps behind Zion Avery in foul ground. As Avery had trouble finding it, Iverson got a good read, called him off, made the play. A couple of pop-ups for 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th.
And again, the strikeouts really haven't been there for the Copperheads at all in today's game. Just 1 from Tanner Glass. But they're pitching to contact to get the outs. That's how you work further into games.
As now it's Ben Clausen, the catcher. Clausen 0 for 2 on the day, walked and came around the score in the 2nd as he swung to the first pitch, lines it out into fairly shallow center field. Coming in as center fielder Carter Cross lines it up, makes the catch. And another 3-up, 3-down inning for Tanner Glass. 3 shutout innings now in relief, holding the deficit at 4. Copperheads trail 9-5. Got 6 outs to work with heading into the top of the 8th. You're listening to Copperheads baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Rocky Brand is so much more than you think. Rocky Brand is a global leader in the footwear and apparel market with over 1,500 distributors of Rocky, Georgia Boot, and Durango brands nationwide. Rocky Brand designs, develops, and markets hard-working boots, outdoor footwear, and apparel designed for every pursuit, and fashionable women footwear that invites you to live a little on the edge. And they do it all right here in Southeast Ohio. To see the whole Rocky Brand story, go to rockybrands.com.
State Farm and Agent Shauna Stump are proud supporters of Copperhead Baseball. Visit our West Union Street office or call 593-6882 today to discuss all your insurance and financial services needs. She's celebrating 14 years of service in the Athens community. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Snyder Fuller & Stroh is one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region. If you have questions regarding your financial, insurance, or employee benefit package, please call Mark Snyder, Jim Fuller, or Dan Stroh at 740-594-8385 or visit them online at www.snyderfullerstroh.com. That is SNIDERFULLERSTROH.com.
The Cat's Eye Saloon at 12 North Court Street features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's located off Richland Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty.
Hi, I'm Zion Avery. I go to Ohio University. I'm first baseman catcher for the Copperheads, and you're listening to Copperhead Network.
New man on the mound here in the top of the 8th, taking over for the starter in this game. As able to go 7 innings was Andy Hammond, allowing 5 runs on 8 hits. Weathered the storm after allowing 4 runs in the first 2 innings. In line for the victory, Riley Landrum replaced him. We saw him in Game 1 where he pitched a shutout inning. But 11 games this season, 20 innings pitched, 33 hits, 21 runs, 16 of them earned, 13 walks, 11 strikeouts, holds a 1-0 record and a 5.60 ERA. Opponents hitting .388 against him. Coming into the ballgame, has allowed 1 sole homer. Copperheads trailing by 4. It's Sebastian Fabic, Reese Trahey, Zion Avery. All due up, trying to spark a rally with 6 outs to work with. It's Copperheads trying to complete a sweep of the Xenia Scouts and perhaps edge closer to the Cincinnati Steam, who currently lead the South Division in the GLSCL.
That would be huge for the Copperheads, especially after the disappointing start this season. The bats kind of weren't there at the beginning, but everything's picked up, and they've been doing well as of late ever since they started interdivision play. It's been Copperheads bats thriving behind their strong pitching.
So after a 4-8 start for the Copperheads, they've been 10-3 over the last 13 ball games. That's some math I can do. 14-11 record on the season. As Fabic DHing in the ball game, 2 for 3 on the day, had a double. Came around to score the game's first run back in the first inning. Also had an RBI single in the second. Flew out to right field his last time up, so a 2 for 3 day for Fabic. So he continues to hit the ball well. First pitch, Landrum throws. Catches the zone at the knees of Fabic for a strike, 0-1. As Landrum trying to shut the door out of the pen, as his 0-1 pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-1. Get the Scouts a victory. One that's desperately needed, 2-8 in their last 10 ball games. Looking to avoid the sweep here at home against the Copperheads. As 1-1 pitch, cut on a miss by Sebastian Fabic. He'll be down in the count now, 1-2. As Fabic now back over 400 yet again, one of the all-star selections as a starter for the Copperheads, as the 1-2 pitch misses low and away for a ball. I believe Zach Iverson was the other selected, told to us by Coach Dunphy. As a 2-2 pitch comes inside, Fabic will pop it up in the infield. Coming over is the third baseman. Matson will make the catch, no problem. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 8th.
Well, really not surprising that Fabic and Iverson have been named to the All-Star roster. They've been All-Stars all season long, and now they just have the title to go with it.
What I find shocking is Fabic, despite his longevity, batting .400 throughout this whole stretch, has yet to see himself as the player of the week in the GLSCL, I believe.
Well, somebody's got to let somebody know.
As Trey swings at the first ball and gets under it into center field, Henderson makes the catch. one-handed. So a couple of quick outs here for Landrum. 2 away now. Zion Avery will try to spark a 2-out rally here in the top of the 8th. But you would think a guy who's been at the top of the league in several categories throughout the season, 1 week, would get a shout-out for Player of the Week. But hasn't happened yet for Sebastian.
Well, the only Player of the Week that the Copperheads had was Chris Gambert, who batted 500 during the week, 11 for 22. But since then, it's just been Thomas Cesaro as Pitcher of the Week and Zach Iverson as Pitcher of the Week as well.
Zach Iverson this past week earned Pitcher of the Week as first pitch into Zion Avery catches the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. I think Iverson really caught the eyes of the league when he pitched 7 strong innings against the Lima Locos, who are they are the best hitting team in the entire league, as we saw in that game too, as Avery lines one out into right field. But right at the right fielder, he makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down inning for the Copperheads. Going into the bottom of the 8th, Copperheads still trailing at 9-5. They got 3 more outs to work with. But first, they got to retire the side in the bottom of the 8th. Listen to Copperheads Baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area of Commerce logo and be sure to support the business that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of Uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yuengling are proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato's your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-592-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
The Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home in a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Hi, I'm Zion Avery. I go to Ohio University. I'm first baseman catcher for the Copperheads, and you're listening to Copperhead Network.
Still a 9-5 score here in the bottom of the 8th inning as Tanner Glass on for his 4th inning in relief out of the pen as he hasn't surrendered a run. As all 9 runs in this ballgame are charged to the starter Jake Hanson, who went just 4 innings. Had a rough day out on the mound. As at the bottom of the order, Brett Carson, Jackson Henderson, and Brandon Wilson for the Scouts. First ball swinging is Carson. Grounds it over to Zion Avery at first. He fields it on the hop, takes to the bag himself. 1 pitch, 1 out for Tanner Glass. And Connor, this is a big performance from Glass out of the bullpen, as after a 4-inning start, sometimes you can burn through a lot of arms quickly, but Glass has been able to eat up a lot of innings here in the back half of this ballgame.
Absolutely. What Tanner Glass has been able to come in and do is just tremendous for the Copperheads. Mentions how Mandela is no longer on the team, Worsing's no longer on the team, so to get longevity out of your starters is important, but even get longevity out of your bullpen, that way you don't have to burn through multiple pitchers, is equally as important, if not more.
First pitch into Jackson Henderson, catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. 0-1. Henderson on the day, 0 for 2. As that pitch also hits the outside part of the plate, quickly down as Henderson 0-2. As he flew out to left field, his first at-bat, walked and came around to score in the 4th inning, then grounded out to short. As the 0-2 pitch from Tanner Glass swung on and lined out into left center field. Coming over is Carter Cross. Takes a few steps to his right. He'll make the catch. And another man retired by Tanner Glass. And that's now 7 in a row, going back to the 6th inning. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 8th.
Again, Glass comes in here, just punches the strike zone, tries to blow right by people and pitches to contact. Done a real nice job in today's game.
So now the 9-hitter Brandon Wilson tries to keep the inning alive for the Scouts as first pitch into him. It's a breaking ball for his strike, 0-1. Now it's 9-5 as that 0-2 pitch swung on a foul back over the press box. Count remains at 0-2. As Hansen did not have his best stuff out there on the mound today. Struggled to throw strikes, walked a few batters, got hit around a little bit. That's how 9 runs got charged to him. Is now a cue shot out to first base. Zion Avery fields it in fair territory, steps on the bag at first for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down from Tanner Glass. Now 4 shutout innings out of the pen as the score remains 9-5. Copperheads got 3 outs to work with. Need a bit of a 9th inning rally to pick up the victory here in this 4th of July contest. You're listening to Copperheads Baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Features a great selection of craft beers on tap and in the bottle 365 days a year. The Cat's Eye Saloon is a proud supporter of the Southern Ohio Copperheads and all Ohio University athletics. The Cat's Eye Saloon, your home away from home, open 7 days a week.
The Copperheads would like to thank Wendy's for their support of the team and players. If you're hungry, stop into Wendy's located off Richland Avenue and East State Street. Check the back of your ticket stub for a free small Frosty with any purchase.
Stephanie Wood with Ohio Realty. She will help you find your next safe home. Stephanie Wood bringing home the results and going the extra distance.
Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh has supported the Copperheads since 2002. We're proud of that affiliation and excited to sponsor Fireworks Night again this year on June 29th. As one of the premier financial and insurance firms in the region,
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.